First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, a run with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. He can run for it, and he will. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on second and 8. Here's second and 8. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Henry. Mike, 45. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 20. Chance. Tighten up. Gun. In your face. Gun. Let him go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Guys, man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Bang! 39. Bang! You go. Hey, express! You got time. 51, sub! 5,
Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check the backer. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, express. Shoe draw Corker.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, check. 21. Bring it. Hey, watch this, watch this. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, South. Let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A first down carry for Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
You don't want it. 51. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Lucky. 54, south. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check it out,
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check three. Right. Got it. Wait. 44 to Mike. 40. Bravo. I'm scared. 42.
Here's Ryan to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go. Set. 6 out. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and 51, down. 15, check 15. 80 weapons. Rush in.
Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
44 is the mic. 44 is right. I got you. 44.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 39. 44.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 525. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. 22. Don't get nervous. Check 43. Hey, check. 44.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Down to lose one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 99. 11. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Pick the edge. Go. Check. check. 28. Hey, wahoo. 51, sub.
Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go. Hey, sub. Watch twins. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Ready to go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon. Continues.
Let's go. 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down. 58. Check.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, he gets it to Gurley, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Ito Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryan caught by Jones. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
You used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jake Butt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Not that time for Watkins. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 50, chase 59, ready. Come to one work. We want it. Check. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, Charlie. Gun. 54, south.
Now Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort, because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Atlanta. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go counter with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, South. Single. 20. 51, South.
Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
28. Mike, 28. Come on. Kill. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun. Switch. Hey, 59, ready. 51, South. Wide, get wide. Check 26. Hey, Franklin.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun. Hey, Franklin.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Tuesday.
Again, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a third down. They'll drop the throw, and it's caught by Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Breida. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.